Hey everybody, it's Valerie from Very Random Valerie, and it's Monday, July 7th, 2025. It's the 7-7 portal today. I hope y'all are doing good. I did something I've never done before, which was to use AI. And I thought that my first question I would ask was something that would help, hopefully, others out. I definitely was looking for some confirmation and stuff for myself, having been a near-death experiencer. So my first question was, in what ways does a near-death experience change a person? And I'm going to refer to a printout that I made while I was at work. I'm on my little 10-minute break. And it listed several things. It said a near-death experience can have a profound and lasting impact on a person's psychological worldview and behavior. While experiences may vary, common changes reported by people who have undergone NDEs include change of perspective on life and death, and you will have less fear of death, and that's the truth. At least that's been my experience. You have a greater appreciation for life. That also is true. The second thing they said was spiritual or existential transformation. You may have increased spirituality. That was true for me as well. All of a sudden, the construct of religion didn't suit me any longer, and it needed to be more expansive and more inclusive, and that's a spiritual path for me. You questions of previous beliefs, that kind of goes with what I just said. So number 3, it said changes in personal values and priorities. And let's see, they said underneath that emphasis on relationships on love. Many prioritize family, connection, kindness, and compassion over material success or competition. That also was very true for me. You may shift away from materialism. That's an absolute. I've become a wannabe minimalist. I haven't gotten rid of all the stuff I have, but I'm looking to find ways to do that in a responsible way. A desire to help others. I definitely was one of those people who I started volunteering as often as possible until I got my full-time job. And I reach out to help people. That's just been more amplified, I'll say. I was always kind of that way, but it's become more amplified. The fourth thing that was listed under changes was psychological and emotional changes. It said you'll have increased empathy, heightened sensitivity, sensory perceptions, emotions, or intuitions may feel more intense. That's true. You may, some people may have what's like a PTSD symptoms. Others undergo significant personal development and resilience and wisdom. And now the train's going by. Anyway, and under psychological and emotional changes, the last thing was identity shifts. People may no longer identify with their former selves or lifestyle. And that was very, very true with me. And it was so noticeable that my family just didn't know how to accept me any longer. They didn't understand me. I was like a brand new person. The fifth thing they listed was new abilities or interests, sometimes reported. You may have creative or artistic awakenings or perceived psychic or intuitive abilities. The second one was more like me. I definitely had some heightened intuition and other gifts that seemed to have been given me at the time. The sixth thing was health and behavioral changes, lifestyle changes. I embraced naturopathy. I realized after my botched surgery and ensuing near-death experience that modern medicine had let me down many and multiple times, and that I was no longer willing to hand my power over to someone else, and I wanted to do everything I could to take care of myself. Modern medicine or allopathic medicine is a last resort for me now. When I have no other options. And it said something about risk-taking behavior. I'm sure that's probably true for some people. It wasn't very much for me, but I do seem to walk around life with less fear than I did before the near-death experience. Let me know if any of this resonates with you. I hope y'all have a wonderful afternoon. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.